Topic of discussion, if anyone joins my live. If not, I'll do an upload. It'll probably be faster. Workers' compensation. Workers' compensation is a form of insurance providing wage replacement and medical benefits to employees injured in the course of employment in exchange for mandatory relinquishment of the employee's right to sue their employer for the tort of negligence. The trade-off between assured limited coverage and lack of recourse outside the workers' compensation system is known as the compensation bargain. One of the problems that the compensation bargain solved is the problem of employees becoming insolvent as a result of the high damage awards. The system of collective liability was created to prevent that, and thus to ensure security of compensation to the workers. Individual immunity is the necessary corollary to the collective liability. Hey Christina, hi Myron. Want to know what y'all know about, God forbid you get hurt on the job. So this is my discussion. I've got 30 years working in the field. Unfortunately, I had to get out of the field, but due to an injury that I had from a car accident. However, I worked for a law firm for 30 years, and we specialized in workers' comp and Social Security and liability car accidents. However, do you know what to do if you get hurt on the job? You report it to your supervisor and file a 101 form, which is connected with the DIA, we call it, which is the Department of Industrial Accidents. The injury could be big or small. Report it, because you never know what could become of it. It could be okay, or you might have issues out of that injury. So if you're out of work, let's say 5 days or more, you should file a 110 claim form through the Department of Industrial Accidents. So like, especially if you cannot return to work after you got hurt on the job, like let's say within 2 weeks, if you not able to return to work, you should file a 110 claim form, especially if you cannot return to work. So let's say within 2 weeks after filing a 110 claim, you should receive a notice called a conciliation notice. At that point, you should retain a lawyer. A lawyer will make sure you get all your benefits that's entitled to you. If you get denied for any reason, your case will get referred to a judge for a conference, which takes up to 6 to 8 weeks to get a conference notice. Let's say if your case get denied at the conference level. Hello, people. Myron, you learning? Okay. Hi, everybody. Sam. Hello. Okay, I got distracted, y'all. With saying hi. But anyway, let's say if your case get distracted at the conference level, your case will then be referred to a hearing, which will come anywhere between 2 to 3 months later, approximately. But at that point, you know your employer is denying benefits to you. So you need to keep track of all of your out-of-pocket expenses, to get reimbursement, your prescriptions, mileage reimbursement. Hello, Miss Classy. Hello, everybody. So, and as well as keep a record of all dates of your medical providers that you've seen. Your case will be based upon your medical treatment obtained. Everything. Doctor's notes, everything. But me being a legal secretary, I would just request all those medical records. But it's easier if the employee/patient will can help the lawyer out as far as, the dates of treatment, where the employee went for treatment. So let's say, okay, number 5. If so happens, these are my own notes, y'all. I had to make some notes because I know my stuff, but I just I was tongue-tied, so I had to write it down. So if so happens you need surgery after having an accident on your job, and let's say you need stitches of any kind, you can be paid for those stitches. The discoloration of the scar and the length of the scar sometimes amount to thousands of dollars. A lot of people don't know that. And this is while you await your hearing stage. Some lawyers lump it in at the end. Some lawyers give it to you right away if you're in need. But I think it's like 6 months after you have your surgery. That's when it pretty much heals, and they know the color of it and the length of it, and they measure that scar, and you can get thousands of dollars after. But anyway, sometimes employees can't return to work, so at that point, an employee can be paid a huge lump sum based upon your injuries at the end of your medical treatment. And also, after 3 months of settlement, you can return to work if your employer allows it. A lot of employers don't like to rehire that person that got hurt on the job because they probably paranoid that they may get hurt again. My own theory of that situation. So, like after 3 months of the settlement, you can return to work if the employer allows it. And if the employer doesn't allow you to return to work, there's something you can do about it if you wanted to get retrained for another career. There's a section of the Department of Industrial Accidents called Voc Rehab, which is Voc Rehabilitation, to train you on another career of some sort. But I've worked with attorneys for 30 years. It's like 22 years with one attorney and the other 8 with 2 other law firms. So I kind of know my stuff when it comes to this workers' comp stuff. Anybody got any questions? Myron. Myron. Ain't nobody in the bushes. Has anybody got any questions about workers' comp? How's you girls? Christina, San Francis, Myron. So, and also, I know my stuff when it's time to get people on Social Security, to file claims for Social Security if they're no longer able to work. You don't work, San Francis? Okay. But disability is it comes in all sorts. Me, I have a slight disability, but I don't have a total disability. I developed carpal tunnel in my right hand, and I happen to be right-handed. So that's why I can no longer work for the attorneys. I can't really do all that paperwork and the type, on the computer. After a while, can't do it no more. I'm actually avoiding surgery. So, right now, I'm into human services. So, I help the disabled people physically, mentally. I help them get it together. Okay, what about if an employee is trained at the mix chemicals intentionally? How does that work? That's called exposure of environmental exposure. And that have to be proven. That's kind of a hard one, because a lot of people don't even know they have what they call, sometimes people get asbestosis. And it's a lot to be proven. Hey, Eric. But a lot of people develop that type of sickness if the job air quality is bad. But it's very hard to prove. You have to get a very good lawyer for that one. But this workers' comp, a lot of people don't know their rights. A lot of people don't know their rights. I give advice all day. Not all day, but to people that have questions. I'm actually a workers' comp advisor. I do it for free. You know, people just come me for questions. It's not a business or anything. You know, I just have that knowledge of what to do when you get hurt on the job. 30 years. 30 years. And each state varies with regards to, let's say, like reimbursement of mileage. They should always reimburse for your prescriptions. And workers' compensation is only like 60% of your actual income. Is it 50 or 60? I want to say 60 because unemployment benefits are 50% of your income. So, workers' comp is 60%. Anybody got any questions? Uh-oh, I'm about to get an interruption. Somebody's coming in my front door and I'm sitting at the kitchen table, y'all. So I guess that's it. Pretty much nobody got no questions. I think I done covered everything pretty much. But thank y'all for coming. Thanks for y'all support. Sugar, Eric, Marvin, Miss Classy. Hey, Marvin, I said you already. Jesus. Sam, Christina. Thank y'all for coming. That's pretty much all I had to say. Nobody got no questions. None of y'all working here. Our technicians are certified, trained to mixing the right chemicals. And we had an employee who mixed the chemical because he did not want to run back to the company to grab the right chemical. Well, you know what? That sounds like a OSHA situation. He's responsible for that. That's a hard one. Miss Classy. That's a hard one. But you're welcome for the information. So that's pretty much it. Thanks for coming, guys. Have a good night. A great weekend. What's left of it? It's Saturday night. We got tonight and we got tomorrow. So everybody be blessed. Yes, we do the training as well. Oh, okay, Miss Classy. Well, then he shouldn't have did that. He did it wrong. He hurt himself. Did he get injured? Did his eyes get burnt out? Okay. Yes, OSHA training as well. He did? Oh, man. I hope he's okay. Did he go blind?
I love you, baby.
Oh, okay. He got denied. Yeah, that's a hard one. Because he didn't follow instructions and he kind of hurt himself. It wasn't the employee's fault. It wasn't the employer's fault. He just didn't follow directions. But wow, that's too bad. Don't forget to turn the time up. Sugar, what you talking about? Yes, due to his misuse, Miss Classy. Exactly. That's too bad. That's absolutely too bad. But anyway, thank you guys and girls and ladies and gentlemen for coming. I appreciate the support. Pass on the information. Any questions? Y'all can text me back. Okay. Have a good night. A good weekend. Bye-bye.